cr101radio.com, podcasts, and more.
39. As a Man Thinketh. Remember the old movies of the 30s and 40s? The brave, long-haired frontiersmen faced down enemies and overcame all dangers. The revolutionary mobs, dirty and ragged, heroically screamed their rage at kings and shook their fists at the troops who tried to hold them back with guns and bayonets. The reruns have been on television for almost 20 years. For a while now, we have been having the reruns in our schools and streets as silly youth masquerade as frontiersmen and frontierswomen or as revolutionary peasants and demonstrate against the establishment. Do movies influence people? An empty-headed, faithless man is wide open to any hypnotic suggestion. How much more so are empty-headed youth, reared often without either discipline or faith. It is easy to bridge the communication gap if you remember the old movies. The youth are talking their language, although they feel original and creative when they echo the stale lines of old movies. We have for a long time been feeding on the bread of envy or jealousy. Our movies, advertising, literature and talk have been saturated with envy and jealousy for those who have more than we do. We have allowed men whose gospel is envy to provide our entertainment, to write our film scripts, and to guide our religion and politics. Our children are acting out the sins of their fathers. What was stupid entertainment for us has become a gospel for them. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And our hearts have long been empty, except for a few minutes perhaps on Sunday of God's law word. Instead, we have been dominated in our hearts and minds by the politics and gospel of envy and hatred. Solomon tells us the conclusion of the matter. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Proverbs 23:8. The man who feeds us on envy feeds us a poison which cannot be stomached. It will sour a man's life and sicken his days. There is no health in any man, old or young, who feeds on envy and jealousy, whose life is dominated by hatred and rage. Solomon saw this clearly. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is, than a stalled ox and hatred therewith. Proverbs 15:17. A vegetarian meal with love is better than a banquet of hate with a fatted steer. There is good beef on your table, but is there also envy and hatred? Quote, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty, 2 Corinthians 3:17, and there is also peace and love. Who is the unseen guest and power at your table?